Hurricanes have battered the North American coastline forever, but 4 of the costliest hurricanes in American history have hit since 2005. That's Harvey, Irma, Sandy, and Katrina. If you look even further down the list, it gets scarier. 12 of the 13 costliest hurricanes in American history have hit since 2004, which is a really alarming cluster, even though scientists are cautious about attributing all of those hurricanes to climate change. The science of hurricanes is a bit complicated, but the basic idea is this. Hurricanes basically work on warm water. They're like engines that work on the warmth of the ocean. So the warmer that the ocean water is, the stronger a hurricane gets. As a storm gets stronger, picking up strength from the warm water below it, the wind picks up speed and the rainfall intensifies. When the wind hits 74 miles an hour, the storm becomes officially a hurricane. So how does climate change play into this? Since warmer oceans mean stronger storms, it would make sense that a warmer planet would produce more hurricanes, or hurricanes that are stronger, and scientists say that is the case, with most of the hurricanes we've seen this season owing about 30% of their strength to the change in climate. Scientists haven't yet found that warmer waters make more hurricanes, only that they make the ones that do arise stronger. The result is more Category 4 and 5 hurricanes. Since 1975, it seems like we're dealing with about 30% more. And presumably, given the planet is going to continue to warm, we'll be seeing that trend continue. Already, scientists were thinking about creating an entirely new category to describe Hurricane Irma. They were talking about making a Category 6 because it was basically off the charts of anything we had seen before. Still, even though we are seeing the effects of climate change, this season has been an outlier, and we shouldn't expect to see these number of storms at this intensity strike every year or anything close to it. It's been a really unlucky year, especially for the people in the Caribbean and the Gulf Coast. Nevertheless, when you see that areas around Houston had rainfall that scientists were describing as a 500,000-year event, which means statistically that you'd expect to see that amount of rain only once every 500 millennia, you know that we're living in some pretty unusual times storm-wise. So what does this mean for the future? A lot of it has to do with human development. In the US, we've spent much of the last 50 years building up aggressively on some of our most vulnerable shorelines. Houston and Miami are 2 great examples. Miami was spared when Irma swung west, but that city is already flooding quite regularly, and when you add in a few additional feet of sea level rise, things are only going to get worse.